Candace Owens is the host of Candace, and we are always happy to have her on the show. Candace Owens, thanks so much for coming on today. Who benefits? I used to think that all of these arrangements were, American guilt that helped the countries from which these immigrants were coming. Now I think El Salvador and Guatemala don't benefit from this. The U.S. certainly doesn't benefit from it. So who is the beneficiary here exactly?
Yeah, absolutely. The politicians that want to get them in so that they can change the demographics and get votes. And actually, you brought up something that's very important. I actually interviewed about a month and a half ago an illegal immigrant, actually on a path to citizenship now thanks to marriage. And they were very honest with me, and they said that during this journey, and they particularly came from Guatemala, that it was more harrowing to go through Mexico because the Mexico police kept trying to stop the flow of illegal immigration. And once you get to America, it's essentially a finish line because it's so organized and it's so systemic. So even though this individual entered in through California, and as soon as you get into America, an SUV is waiting. She told me it took her to a location, a house, basically a safe house, and then a bunch of Americans come and transport the illegal immigrants to various states. So I just want to say this. She entered in through California, and then 150 of them were broken up into 3 states. Those 3 states were Texas, Tennessee, and Virginia. She went to Virginia, and her friends went to Texas. Her friends went to Texas and to Tennessee. That's a fascinating, crucial piece of this. Now, she entered this country 10 years ago, right? Since then, Virginia has gone blue. We know that the Biden administration is having planes enter in Chattanooga. This made the news a couple of weeks ago, filled with illegal immigrants in the middle of the night. What's really going on here? This didn't just begin when Biden and Kamala got into office. This has been going on for a very long time, I believe, a very long time. And when Trump got into office and started talking about stopping the flow, they really got upset and they got very angry because there has been something that has been going on in terms of trafficking over the border to change demographics of this country for a long time. It is not a conspiracy theory. It is the truth. And I am so happy that you're talking about it because at the end of the day, we know that Kamala Harris are not concerned about fixing the crisis. They're concerned about accelerating a plan that went into motion a very long time ago, and Americans need to wake up into it because you are correct. It is an invasion.
And there's nothing truer than what you just said, and it has its roots in political calculations, nothing to do with human rights or racial diversity or ending sexism or any of that. So that's all a diversion. This is about changing the political balance of the country. It's been going on a long time. And they get hysterical because it's absolutely true. And in their lucid moments, they brag about it. I mean, they don't hide this, do they?
No, they don't. And you're right. They get hysterical because they don't want people to listen to what we're talking about. I'm a black American. I'm not sitting here trying to have this discussion because I don't want more brown people in this country. I don't care about brown people coming in this country. In fact, Tucker, if you want more brown people in this country, why don't we get more legal immigrants from Africa? I think they represent about only 2% of the immigrants that are coming into this country. This is not about brown people or a fear of having brown people. This is about we not wanting our system to be crippled by illegal immigration when we know that at the end of it, all they want to do is to get a ton of them in here and then to say, make an application and a case that for all of them to receive green cards, which is what we saw this week in the Supreme Court, which I'm glad that they shot down that effort to try to legalize 400,000 illegal immigrants that are in this country right now. And this is what's actually happening. The Democrats are after changing demographics so that they can guarantee themselves power because their policies no longer work and inner cities are being corrupted. And what is so particularly interesting to me is that they're being taken into what is normally a conservative zone, a conservative state. That is interesting to me.
That's exactly right. Tennessee, Texas, Virginia. Wake up, Greg Abbott, because it's happening. I appreciate, Candace Owens, you're coming on tonight and how lucid your explanation was. Thank you.
Thank you.